And I will first start with the wet mixture, which includes also sugars. Afterwards, I will sift the flour, baking soda, and powder. And at the very end, I put some whole peanuts. Now, I will first tell you the amounts which I use for the wet. First, I have 75 grams of butter, which will go in here. Then I have the peanuts butter, 85 grams. That goes to be mixed also with the butter. In some places the peanut butter is called peanut cream, but it's the same. And I personally use a peanut butter which is smooth, so it doesn't have pieces of peanuts, because at the end I add whole peanuts. Then the 65 grams of crystal sugar, which is just normal white sugar. 70 grams of brown sugar or sugar cane. Make sure to check that it says sugar cane on the label. Then, lastly, your whole eggs, which is 40 grams. And this, you put it all in your mixing bowl to be beat until fluffy. Now I will close the lid. This is closed. I'm going to put it between 3 or 4 in speed so that it beats fast enough to get that fluffy consistency. And while it's beating, I will sift the flour, which is 100 grams. The baking powder, which is, I measured 2 grams, although you can use, it says 1.5 grams. And then the baking soda is 3 grams. So now I put the machine. The flour, baking soda, and baking powder, and then sift. Here I sift it. I use a sieve, and then I use a parchment paper at the bottom for that when I have to transfer it to the bowl, it's a lot easier. And once again, the sifting is to get rid of impurities. I'm going to stop now. As you can see, it's on a fluffy consistency. I will now add the dry mixture. First, I put a small amount to start it. Then I close. I put it on a minimum. And then I add the rest of the flour mixture. And I can speed it up now to 2. So I have everything shifted. I put it here. And then mix a bit. Alright. Now I will add my peanuts. So you can use normal peanuts, whole. I like to use caramelized ones because it gives that nice extra crunch and flavor. I put it in. I mix it a bit harder so it crushes a bit. have a nice peanut butter colored dough. You're gonna unhook your cake paddle, remove the bowl, then you take your cake paddle, you scrape everything from the dough into the bowl. This is a very easy recipe if you measure everything accurately, and it's really yummy if you like peanuts. I don't recommend it for those allergic to peanuts though. And yes, so. And even though peanuts is a protein source, don't eat cookies just as an excuse to get your protein, because it's not healthy. But it does make a nice snack, especially because it's savory. Now I make sure to mix again still with the spatula, because it is still a bit peanut butter at the bottom, which didn't properly mix. But otherwise, it looks scrumptious. Okay. So, for the cookies, you're gonna use, you can either use an ice cream scoop or a tablespoon. I use a tablespoon, because these cookies are nicely big. The baking will be at the temperature of 180 degrees Celsius. I have already have the oven preheated. And you bake it for 20 minutes. And make sure you put quite a bit of space between the cookies, because these cookies like to spread. And they spread a lot. I've had cases where even though I put a lot of space, they got stuck to each other. So on the first tray I have 6, and I will try to also put 6 on my second tray. Or as many as I can. And here the flour which I used was type 45, which is ideal for pastries and cookies and so on. However, if you cannot find it, you can use all-purpose flour, because that works also great. There we go. Well, with the small amount of dough on my fingers, I feel like licking my fingers, but I'm not gonna do it. I will just wash my hands. Okay, so now I will put them in the oven, and the timer, I will preset it manually to 20 minutes. So the one with the least cookies goes at the bottom, and the one with the most cookies goes on the middle rack. So 20 minutes to go. And when they're ready, I will show you the final result.